One last tool I want to share with you. It's free. It's also from Google. It's the third one from Google, but a really neat tool that not enough people use. It's our data that we provide to Google, so we should use it. It's Google Trends. Here's the website. It's trends.google.com. So just type trends.google.com, hit enter, and it brings up Google Trends. It defaults to a bunch of things that are trending, which is already interesting and a good source for story ideas. So you can just scroll through here. Look, Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift are trending in the US. World Cup is trending everywhere else in the country. So we can put in different things. So for example, I'll put in debate and we'll just see if something comes up. So if I hit debate search term, it's going to show me debate trend data. And I can change a bunch of things to make this more useful data. So we see a spike here. The reason there's a spike here is because this is right around an era when debates are happening in the US. And so let me back up and look up here. I can change my timeline from 12 months to 7 days. So if I look at the last 7 days, all of a sudden, during the time when a debate was on TV, debate trended as a search term. In fact, it peaked right when this debate started in the US. So there's an interesting look at some search data. Let me do some other search data. So I'm going to try a different term, which is Brexit, because right now we're not getting a lot of coverage of Brexit in the US. And here's what I want to show. Brexit search is pretty stable, a total of 100 on October 20th. Otherwise, it's pretty stable. It's not huge anywhere. But let me show you a difference. It looks like not a big deal. It looks like it kind of trends up and down over the course of different weeks. So what I want to do is go up here and change instead of past 7 days, and I could make this past 30 days and we'll see if there's a change. Not really, again, pretty stable. If I go back way back, let me go back 5 years, and you're going to see Brexit erupt on the scene around the time it was voting. So a lot of people searched for Brexit at the time they were voting on Brexit 4 years ago. But let me do this. I'm going to change United States to worldwide. And where do you think we're going to see more searches about Brexit? I'm going to change 5 years back to 7 days, maybe 30 days. I'm going to make it 30 days. I don't think we're going to see a big difference. But watch this. I'm going to scroll down and look what we see. It shows us countries where Brexit is trending. It's a very contentious topic. And that's the reason I searched it, is Brexit is now hurtling toward a final decision. And look, in the United Kingdom, lots and lots of searches. If I scroll through here, we're going to see it fall way off. So by the time you get down to 15th and 20th countries, I'm not even sure where the US is. But like, people aren't searching Brexit here very much, but in the UK, it's a big deal. And so I just wanted to show you that's a neat use of Google Trends. Put in a term, change the timeline, change where it's being searched, pick different subcategories in here, and you can look at different things and customize it. And here's the fun part. I can now take this data, and if you look at region, I have some options. I can click the share icon and get a link, and I can go put it on social media, or I can click here and get embed code to put this interactive Google Trends data on my website. And one last option, I can click here and it'll download to what's called a CSV, or comma separated values data. Let me open that with a text file first to show you what CSV data looks like raw. You'll see things in there you recognize, but it's kind of gibberish data. It's a little hard to read. It shows these numbers in different countries, and then it gets down below 1. That's what the less than 1 means. It's not very useful data, but you can open a CSV in Excel. So I'm going to hit open with and select Excel. It also works in Numbers, which is Apple's version of a spreadsheet. And now I've got this data that's kind of sortable. So let me do this. I'm going to sort this by column B, which lets me at a glance look at where there's most interest and least interest from our Google Trends data. So this is the data set I downloaded. I'm going to click sort, sort by column B, largest to smallest. And now we get a quick look at where there's a lot of interest in searches for Brexit. And now guess what? I can take this Excel spreadsheet, bring it into pivot tables, load it in Google Flourish, maybe stick it on a Google map, and build my own interactive with this data that's public data from Google Trends.